Previously on Balls.
Call the UCB.
Yep.
And chat to Jacques Faul. What are we chatting to him about,
Jeremy, chatting about this big announcement this morning with KFC,
KFC.
Sponsoring the SA Cricket.
Okay, how many? Is this going to be a punt of you?
No, I can't do that. I thought
Is it a left wing plot?
No, I was going to do it, but I chickened out at the last moment.
Do you really give feathers about this whole thing?
Yes.
Geez, to be honest, it'll be a sigh of relief.
Yeah, you got to think out of the box, Darren, when you get a sponsorship like this. So, see, I can do it, Pan, if you-
Hi there, Jacques Faul's office, please.
Hold on, please.
Thank you. Yeah, should be a barrel of laughs.
They didn't even ask who it is.
I'm glad we.
Office, good afternoon.
Hi, is Mr. Faul there, please?
Who may I ask is calling, sir?
Balls Radio, we have a scheduled
Oh,
interview.
yes, you do, yes.
Thank
Please hold
you.
on 1 second, please.
All right.
Hello, Jacques.
This is one of the interviews I wanted to do before the end of the year. It's on my bucket list.
Hello, Jacques.
Hello,
Jacques!
John. How are you?
John, Darren, Simon,
How
K.
you?
Knox. How's
Nice
it going?
to chat, Jacques.
Good and you, thanks.
You're going to get attacked by the whole team here today.
I'm used to being attacked, so
Now, there's nothing to be attacked on today. Gee, I mean, that's big news. And I'm almost inclined to say it's about time, really, that we see this sort of... Because they have had a relationship with cricket in South Africa. I'm talking about KFC. It's just now become a more formal one.
yeah. And
Fantastic.
and it's also, it's been an involvement at grassroots levels, but and mini cricket, where I think the international counterparts has more looked into the T20 professional space. So, they've now taken that step as well, which we're happy that they're doing. And they made a nice link with interaction between kids as ball boys and up tossing the coin. So, yeah, looking forward to it.
Fantastic. I mean, has this been on the table for a while? No, there wasn't a pun, Simon. But, I mean, has this been on the table for a while? Or, I mean, were performances of our South African cricket team or first of all, let's just ascertain, is it all forms?
Yeah, no, it's only going to be the T20.
T20, okay.
T20.
All right. So, I mean, the performance of our team this year wasn't at stake as to how well they did or not. I mean,
But yeah, I do think it plays a role, even if it's a different format. I think it creates a feel-good scenario with the Proteas. Even if we we love beating the Aussies and the Pommies. So
absolutely.
I do think it plays a role, and there's definitely a correlation between when the team does well and when we secure sponsorship. I think people want to get involved with the Proteas. They want to support our national team. So I think it does play a role there.
Yeah. Look, I mean, we know a long-standing relationship with SA Breweries and Castle Lager, and I'm sure that's just going to carry on for a long time. But, even if any of the other sponsors had to, for some reason, pull out, I'm sure that KFC would want an even bigger piece of that pie. And that what I'm saying is that I think our cricket is in such a good state at the moment that we would never really be looking around, scrambling around to find people to put their brand with our team.
Yeah, I think I've got to be realistic that with the economic downswing, and I think sponsors nowadays are looking at a true return on investment. So I think they're more analytic than ever. They've got a very scientific approach on measuring return on investment. So that does play a role. But people still give to people, and I think we've got a very good relationship with KFC, and let's hope that can evolve and continue.
Yeah. And, of course, we know that there are a lot of people at KFC that just love the game, which also helps as well, of course.
That is very important. Absolutely.
Jock, when you talk about the sort of economic state of the world at the moment, and we've seen crowds even at IPL dwindling as well, a lot of that might have to do with available cash and stuff like that. I was just thinking, whenever we look at cricket at our stadium, whether it's particularly 5-day games, but even the one-days to an extent, you often see grass embankments full, stands empty.
That's interesting.
Yeah. Is there not a move? I mean, look, I know it's infrastructure and stuff, but I just sometimes feel that it's a pity that we actually took stadia that had so many grass embankments and things like that and built stands there, where we should maybe start looking at going back to that whole family grass embankment. People really seem to enjoy watching cricket in that environment.
Absolutely. Cricket's played over a long period of time. So I guess if you're attending a soccer or a rugby match where you almost got a compact action, it's easy to sit in a seat. Where I think if we to redo it, we'd hang on to the grass embankment. That's so too. Where cricket's played over, T20 is 3 hours, which it's double a rugby match. So that's why I think grass embankments are very, very popular for that obvious reason. But the volume of entertainment is a problem. There's a lot of sport available, so that's going to impact on attendance as well. You're just spoiled for choice, and a quality production on TV doesn't help as well. You can just sit there and flip and flip around the channels and look at the best entertainment on earth. So it's a worldwide trend, but that is why we should have a very good spectator experience. That's why things like a grass embankment comes into play, where we sit down and we say, okay, but hold on, what will bring people back to grounds? And that is you got that spot on.
Yeah. The other thing I was also thinking with the stands as we have them at places like Wanderers is, look, it's obviously got to be some place for your general spectator, your one or two that walk in. But has there ever been a thought of sort of cordoning off sections of the stands and make those available to groups where there's like a service option and a whole lot of other things? So it's almost like not making it corporate, but for groups that want to go and we'll buy 20 in this section, and you sell off sections as opposed to just seats.
Yeah, I think we must invite you to some of our planning sessions. That's a great idea, and I know there's been thoughts, but it will come into play. It's it's whatever a customer demands. I know that people have looked into it and say you almost have a semi-hospitality setup for groups, and that's definitely something and options we got to look at. The challenge is how do we get them back? How do we make it worth their while coming in and have such an absolute spectator experience that you actually retain them for live entertainment, because you are competing, and we should change things to improve it as well. I think we got to be careful to stuck and see spectator numbers dwindling down and down and down and not do anything with it. But I know there is a big thinking at relooking everything and the way we present our product.
Yeah. Well, it's a fantastic product. I mean, it's still it's just such a great game, and I mean, the one side is you suddenly look at it and go, how can you actually make it that you can start filling these stadia again? And it's nice to see test matches, where you've got very competitive teams actually getting the attendance again. So, it's I don't think it's not lost to the world. It's just a case of, as you say, just refining the product a bit.
Absolutely. And you put on the TV, look at the Big Bash, and suddenly the bales light up when they get this launch, and you think, gee, that's. I always think we should have thought about it, but
it never work if that's why they sent Fuff home, because if he plays, I'll never ever dislodge the bales.
No, that's true.
Awesome stuff. Well, Jacques, listen, congratulations. Great to see KFC entrenching their support of cricket here in South Africa, and we wish you everything of the best. Well done on a great year. I think from playing point of view, it's been a really good year for South African cricket, and we wish you all the best for the year ahead. Enjoy your Christmas.
Thank you, and thank you for your support of cricket.
Anytime, Jacques. Cheers, man. Bye-bye.
Bye.
There we are. So KFC in the T20 arena. They would love to get their hands on the others as well.
Yeah.
But Mr. Fleming is not going to let go of the test side or the ODI side for that matter anymore.
No.
Yeah, it's one they hold on to.
This is Balls Visual Radio. Darren, Simon, Kate and John. Weekdays from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central African Time. Balls.co.za